if Caitlin would start her own league with you, I'd give her $100 million and I have as many billionaires as you needed to start a league.
Yeah, you heard that right. Dave Portnoy just dropped an absolute bomb on the WNBA. And this time, it's not just talk. He didn't come to rant. He came to revolutionize. Portnoy just made an offer so massive, so bold, it could flip women's basketball upside down. That we're talking about a $100 million power move. And at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark.
You said you'd partner with her and give her $100 million. That's the biggest offer that she's gotten. So
if she would have let me be her agent, I would have in a second. And if she's like, I'll start a new league with you, I would get her whatever.
Like millions of fans who actually understand what's happening, Portnoy sees the truth. The WNBA is surviving off one name, Caitlin Clark, period. And the way the league, especially Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, has treated her, it's not just disrespectful, it's flat out humiliating. So now, Dave Portnoy is doing what nobody else has had the guts to do. He's throwing down $100 million and basically telling Caitlin, forget the WNBA, build your own empire. If you think she should take that deal and leave the league in the dust, smash that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments, because this might be the move that ends the WNBA as we know it.
Caitlin Clark said, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home and I'm starting my own league. The WNBA would be done in 2 seconds. You don't think Caitlin Clark could line up billionaire investors and start and just get all these players to come with her if they're going to pay a lot more? Of course she would, but for some reason, they want to alienate her. It's like they want her to suffer coming in. You've just never seen anything like it where the commissioner doesn't seem to value the stars or the golden.
But here's the twist everyone's missing. This wasn't random. This wasn't some impulsive late-night rant. Portnoy's move was calculated, strategic, planned. He came prepared with a full business model, and after hearing it, you'd swear Caitlin Clark is already thinking about her next step. The question now is simple. How real is this? And if she actually takes it, are we about to watch the WNBA's leadership crumble in real time? Because let's be honest, Cathy Engelbert may have just dug her own grave, live on national television. Now, we all know Portnoy isn't new to controversy. He lives for it. He's a businessman, a media mogul, and someone who's never afraid to stir the pot. But this time, he didn't just stir it. He flipped the entire table. What he said wasn't just bold. It was the WNBA's worst nightmare come to life. On live TV, Portnoy made one thing crystal clear. If Caitlin Clark ever decides to start her own league, he'll be the first one to back her. No hesitation, no second thoughts, and to prove it, he's putting $100 million on the line to make it happen.
If she truly was like, I'm out of here, I'm starting my own league, she'd have people lining up, including myself, and she would put the WNBA out of business. I really do believe that. I think she's that powerful for the whole league.
And make no mistake, this isn't clickbait. Dave Portnoy doesn't bluff. Look at his track record. He's built and invested in major sports ventures before. So when a guy like that goes on camera and drops a promise this big, you better believe he means every word. That's why the WNBA is in panic mode right now. Because if Caitlin Clark even considers saying yes, Cathy Engelbert's entire operation could collapse overnight. And here's the kicker, Portnoy didn't stop at the offer. He doubled down. You could hear it in his voice. This wasn't just a pitch. It was passion, persuasion, like he was making a live deal in front of millions.
He talks, like if you get the money lined up and you get the superstars, like, oh, you can only make $1 million here, you can make 5 with our league. I think it would work.
I mean, when she was golfing, originally when she did that little celebrity golf thing, it wasn't going to be televised, and there were so many people emailing them saying like, can we see this, like how can we see this, and then all of a sudden it was on television. And so even that in itself, it's like Caitlin, she hit somebody with the golf ball. That's like, she's not it's not like she's this phenomenal golfer. That, no offense, Caitlin, but like
she would be top 3. Like if I could just be like, hey, I want Barstool to rep you and have the rights to like use your marketing, and she would top the line, male, female, any. I believe that's how powerful she really is.
But to understand why this moment exploded, you need to know what triggered it in the first place. Just a few days ago, Minnesota Lynx star Nafisa Collier dropped a bombshell in her exit interview. She revealed a private conversation with Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, and what she exposed left everyone stunned.
I sat across from Cathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them.
According to Collier, Engelbert told players they should be grateful for everything she's done for them. That arrogance alone was wild enough. But then came the shocker. Collier claimed Engelbert actually said that Caitlin should be thankful to the WNBA, because every endorsement, every sponsorship, every dollar she's earned supposedly came from the league's exposure. Yes, you heard that right. The commissioner of the WNBA basically took credit for Caitlin Clark's fame, and that statement might be one of the most tone-deaf things a sports executive has ever said. Fans went nuclear. Social media erupted. Analysts, former players, and even casual viewers united behind one demand: fire Cathy Engelbert.
That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world.
But as the backlash peaked, something else happened. People started asking a dangerous question. Could there actually be some truth to what she said? That one question lit a fire across the sports world. Analysts started digging into numbers, revenue, ratings, attendance. And what they found completely exposed the WNBA.
Do you give Cathy Engelbert credit for the TV deals that she has struck, or does all this kind of lead to her demise?
No, I give her no credit for anything she struck, because as far as it was a struggling league until this new class of rookies came out. And I mean, listen, this may say a lot about my WNBA knowledge. If you threw Asia Wilson's name at me like 2 years ago, I'm not sure I really would have known who that is. I certainly would have known who Nafisa Collier is. Like, yes, I knew the bigger stars, and those are as big, but like I'm talking to Diana Taurasi, but I wasn't locked in on this league. Everything has...
That's when Dave Portnoy stepped in and delivered the knockout blow. His response wasn't just a rant. It was a surgical strike on everything Engelbert claimed. Portnoy said it plain and simple: the WNBA's been around for decades. Nobody watched. Then Caitlin Clark showed up, and suddenly, everyone's paying attention.
Ratings show it, the interest shows it, we're talking about it. You turn on Fox Sports, you talk, or ESPN, they talk about the WNBA a lot. That was never the case like 3-4 years ago.
I mean, last season was insane, and you can look at the ratings too. And I think there was, like, the Fever numbers actually were better than some NBA teams' numbers when it came to viewership last season. And so, like, the numbers are there.
Indiana Fever games shattered ratings records this season. Some broadcasts even beat NBA games. Think about that. A rookie in her first 2 seasons brought in bigger audiences than established men's teams. That's not hype. That's impact. When Caitlin Clark is on the court, arenas sell out, cameras roll, and fans around the world tune in. When she's not, silence. That's not favoritism, that's reality.
When you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one.
The craziest part, the WNBA still doesn't get it that they've been handed a golden ticket, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to redefine women's sports, and instead of protecting it, they're burning it to the ground. Rather than celebrating the player who saved their league, they're taking petty shots and pretending they don't need her. It's self-sabotage at its finest, like watching someone saw off the branch they're sitting on. And that's exactly what pushed Dave Portnoy over the edge. His viral, on-camera offer wasn't random. It was the breaking point for millions of fans who've watched this league trip over itself again and again. Portnoy just said what everyone's been thinking. But instead of embracing that reality, the WNBA keeps trying to bury it. Under Engelbert's leadership, the league has been run by pride, insecurity, and ego. Rather than building around Caitlin Clark, she's been obsessed with proving the WNBA doesn't need her, and that kind of arrogance.
These are the same players who have essentially tried to run Caitlin and her fans out of this league, including me. I won't make it about me, but if you recall, and I will make it about me, when I went to the Fever Chicago game, they launched an investigation saying I was doing monkey calls, which is the most outrageous thing in the history of the world because of the Jumbotron, and a league that'll say Indiana Fever fans are bad and we're doing investigations with no proof, no nothing, and have never stuck up for Caitlyn. And you've had players be like, it's not about her, why she get all the attention? But then they don't complain when they get private planes from Caitlyn in the new media.
It's exactly what destroys empires. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's the golden ticket, a once-in-a-generation phenomenon that every league dreams of having. The WNBA could have leaned in, fixed officiating, improved the product, and built the brand around its brightest star. Instead, Engelbert chose ego over evolution. Now, with Dave Portnoy dropping a $100 million offer, she's facing the fallout of her own pride. Because here's the truth, the WNBA didn't make Caitlin Clark famous. Caitlin Clark made the WNBA relevant, and if she walks away, the fans, the sponsors, the TV deals, they'll all walk right behind her.